Oh my goodness. Why does this exist? My head is somewhere else at this moment. Oh no, this is not good. Yes. My head is spinning, guys. I don't even know if I'm gonna publish this video, but yo guys, ngafela ubala. Hey, ngafela ubala. By the way, guys, the answers I'm giving here are not like definitive answers. These are answers that I am giving these answers under duress. This thing is hard, guys.
Feels so good.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Feels so good.
Oh my God, it feels so good. Feels so good when you treat me like no other. No other. Feels so good when you call me your lover. Your lover. Feels so good. One lucky brother. Lucky brother. It feels so good. Oh yeah. It feels so good.
All right. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. I know haven't seen you guys in a very long while. Happy New Year. So today I'm gonna be doing a spicy noodle challenge with a little bit of a twist. Anda's at the back there. She's gonna be throwing some questions my way, movie-related questions. It will not be strictly South African film. It will just be film questions in general. So keep that in mind. This is not the get to know me video that I promised you guys ages ago, but it is a get to know me-ish type of video. These are hot, by the way, in case you're wondering. Like 1 minute ago they were on the stove. It's a get to know me-ish video. I'm still gonna give you guys that video. So if you have any questions that you'd like for me to answer in that get to know me video, whenever it is, when I choose to do it, pop them down in the comment section right now. This one is just it's just a fun video that I thought I wanted to do, and so I'm doing it. Yeah, so we're having, I don't know whether you guys can see. You guys can still see the steam, right? They're still pretty hot. These are the Samyang. No plug, by the way. I'm not getting anything for this. In case you're interested, I managed to get the Samyang Bulldog hot chicken flavor ramen 3 times spicy. So these are the ones I'm having, in case you're wondering. Will I do this again? I don't know. We'll find out after this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this video. If you're not new, like this video before you even watch it. Who cares what I have to do here, what I have to say? Oh, there are 3 things I'm supposed to, there are 3 tiers of this. Tier number 1 is I'm going to try to get through this bowl and through the questions that Ryan is going to ask me. I think there are 13 questions if I'm not mistaken, without any aid, without anything. Oh, obviously the paper towel and the tissue or toilet paper doesn't count, but without water or milk or the peanut butter. I have some peanut butter here. If you watch the Gordon Ramsay thingy, the second one that he did like a few days ago, a week ago, he had peanut butter as one of his remedies. I want to try that out. I want to see if it actually does work. So the first thing I'm gunning for is finishing this whole bowl and all the questions without using any of this. And if I fail, obviously, I'm gonna have to resort to the water, the milk, or the peanut butter. Then that's in the middle. And then if I lose, this means I can't even get through this entire bowl, which I don't think. How am I with spicy food? I'm not. I don't want to brag or boast before I actually do it, but like I'm not scared of spicy food. I'm not particularly scared of hot things. I've had a lot of hot things in my life. For me, the worst part is the booty hole. But apart from that, I am scared though. Right now I'm nervous, I'm scared. I hope this is not the hottest thing I've ever had. I'd like to believe I've had hotter stuff, which hopefully has prepared me for this moment right here. Anyways, enough of the rambling. I've went on for way too long. Anda's gonna ask me some questions. I'm gonna take a thingy, a scoop or whatever, and she's gonna throw a question my way, and then I'm gonna try and answer it. Oh my goodness, this was a bad idea. While I try to, not die. Anyways, without any further ado, I think let's get to it, guys. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's still hot, guys. It's still. Yes. I want you guys to see. I don't want you guys to think, hey. Even the bowl is hot. Oh my goodness. Okay, they don't taste that bad. Oh, they don't smell that bad. Okay. Oh my goodness, this was a bad idea. Let's go. Oh.
My first question is the endless movie you remember in your whole life.
Earliest movie I remember in my whole life is. Okay, that's a difficult question. I think can I say a few of them? It's probably. Oh yes. It's probably any of the Batman movies from the 80s and 90s, whether it's Val Kilmer, George Clooney, or Jesus Christ, Michael Keaton, or there was a RoboCop movie from around the same time. They used to play a lot on SABC2 and on ETV. Or Hard Targets starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, Gin to Gin, mullet, motorbike. You remember that scene, guys? And he stands on the motorcycle while he's trying to jump. Woo! Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's go. Oh, The Matrix. The Matrix is one of. It's not the. It's one of earliest childhood. Woo. Oh my fucking goodness. Oh god. Next one. Oh.
The question one you think is the first South African movie you ever watched when you are away to South Africa?
First South African movie I ever watched. Oh, I can feel it burning my stomach. First South African movie I ever watched was probably Nyaga Nyaga, or the movies from the 70s and 80s by Simon Mapunu Sabela, either starring him or directed by him. So it would be Nyaga Nyaga, which was directed by him, I think written and directed by him, starring Bobu Mhlongo, Somizi Mhlongo's father. Or it was Ngaga, starring him also, Somizi Mhlongo's father. Or was I aware? Yes, I was aware, but not in the way that I'm aware right now of South African cinema and film. But I was aware back then that these were South African films. And I guess back then I was still watching them very purely without any assessment or critique on them. They were just movies in a world of movies. Or Ikateli Mnyama, once again starring Simon Mapunu Sabela, or Deliwe starring Joma Fela. I can't remember the other ones. Or Inke Dama. Yeah, the SABC One used to have this thing where they just play South African films for like a whole month or so. And yeah, I even remember the trailer for Inke Dama. This voiceover of this guy who was like, at the beginning of the trailer it would go, or the promo or the preview that used to play on SABC One. And then it would cut to the scene where they're beating the shit out of Uzweli Banzi and they're like, Goba, we're in, Goba! And then they strike him on his bums. I think he was at school.
Goba. Okay. Goba, we're Goba. Sesandla.
Yeah, anyways. Oh my goodness. PTSD. Sorry guys, it's hot, like not hot as in Yababa. The actual noodles are still very hot inside, so I would say this is one of them. Revolver, by Guy Ritchie, starring Jason Statham, Andre 3000, and Mark Strong, to mention a few. Probably like definitely The Dark Knight, without a doubt. A few Christopher Nolan movies, but also, oh my goodness. What else? Yeah, I think so. By the way, guys, the answers I'm giving here are not like definitive answers. These are answers that, I am giving these answers under duress. This thing is hard, guys. Okay, let me take another one just so we can keep this thing going. Why is it so? Can I have like another fork or a knife? I'm getting like a head high from all the inhaling and okay, let's try and get this off. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Is it? It's like I'm going crazy. Okay, let's go. Wait. I'm sorry guys if I'm disgusting or anything, but yo, I feel it. First movie that made me cry, if I can remember, was probably The Never Ending Story, Titanic, okay, Never Ending Story, Titanic. Earliest memories I remember crying while watching a movie. Titanic, when the Celine Dion part comes on, yes. However, another movie apart from that one, this was like very late on in my life, is The Green Mile. And I was like grown at that point, I was like in grade 9, but I was watching The Green Mile for the first time in my life. When they electrocute him on the death row chair, I bawled. Yo guys, I cried, yes sis. I'm still scared to watch that movie till today because of that scene. If you've never seen The Green Mile, yes sis. Why does this exist? Yeah, that's the movie. I'm not even halfway through, guys. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, let's go. I'm scared, guys. Okay, let's go. I think the problem is I like talking, guys, because I was just gonna go through these noodles just once and then she was gonna ask me the questions. But I like talking too much, so I'm fine. If I sound too loud, guys, it's just because my head is somewhere else at this moment. You know what's the funny thing? I just want to stop, but I'm not like... Okay, now that I'm thinking of it. Okay, next. Oh. I have to take another one, there's no way. You know what happens? When you take the thing, it gets hot. But the minute you put it in, you start chewing. It cools down for like those 5 seconds or so. So I want to take advantage of that. Because I want to win. I'm here to win. Getting to know Ayanda won in her other chat. Let me eat. No, this is too much, guys. No. Yeah, this is fine. Yes, yes. Funniest movie, I can't think of it, guys. I can remember one of the hardest moments I've ever laughed watching a movie the first time. Was 21 Jump Street, when they start tripping, when Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum start tripping from the HFS. Holy fucking shit, yeah. Yo, guys, I never laughed like that in my whole life. I wasn't even high. I was just like, yo, it was hilarious. Tried going back to it to watch it again. Wasn't as funny the second time around. Whew. Yes, this thing is hot. You know what? I can't get through them because they're still physically hot. So when I put them in the mouth, I die. The movie that changed my life, when you talk, it gets hotter. The movie that changed my life, without a doubt, without a schmeckle of doubt. Oh, my face is buzzing. I don't even know if I'm going to publish this video, but sorry. I've had the answer since you asked the question. It's just that I'm dying. I'm not gonna drink. She's asking me to drink. She wants me to give in. She wants me to give up. She won the other side. Because she was going through them quickly. I'm waiting for these things to cool down. My face is doing things right now. I still have another question. This is the second time I'm mentioning this movie. It's Revolver by Guy Ritchie. It came out in 2005. I didn't watch it in 2005. I watched it like years later. It changed my life for a bunch of reasons. It changed my life in terms of showing me what a movie can make or do or be. What a movie can do and what a movie can be. Before that, I didn't know that a movie could be like that. And whatever that is it changing how you view life. After watching Revolver for the first time, I watched it like 2, 3, 4 years after it came out for the first time. I didn't even know that it existed. I bumped into it. I was with a friend on a friend's computer and I was like, what's this? And I was just scrubbing through them and I saw this beautiful scene, amazing production design, amazing set design, beautiful acting. It's a very good movie. It's a movie I hold very dear to my heart. But I was like so fascinated by one frame, one shot. I can't remember the shot, but I was like, it looks so beautiful. So I started the movie from scratch. And I was there. I wasn't even planning on being at my friend's for so long. But I watched the movie until I finished it. And you know how you can pinpoint milestones or moments in a person's life where after such and such a thing happened, the person was never the same for the rest of their life. Whether, am I even making sense? The person was never the same for the rest of their lives, whether for better or worse. Revolver for me is that movie. After I watched it, the minute the credits went up, I was never the same one now I was before I started watching it, for the better. At the time, obviously, I didn't know what the movie was talking about, so it introduced me to what it was talking about. I was a kid at that time. I didn't know anything about egos and ego death and taking control of yourself and your life, and just how you are your own enemy and your worst enemy. And granted, this is nothing new, but for me, and I'm sure at the time when I watched the film, other movies that I'd watched were tackling it, but they were either one of two things for me. They were either too obvious or too shallow, that the message wasn't as poignant, is that the right word? So it ended up just being, just preaching back to me as the audience, or they were just too inaccessible and too cryptic with their message that I literally did not get what the movie was about. So when I watched Revolver, a whole new world opened up for me. It was insane. And then on top of that, have you seen Revolver? It's such a badass movie. It's like, it's set in this, gambling casino type world. Like, Guy Ritchie with his British, crime drama type of, with comedy. That's another thing. He always has like these weird, random moments of comedy. I remember the funniest moment from Revolver for me was when Lord John, this other Chinese kingpin in the movie, is shouting at like his henchmen, and he's shouting. And the first time I ever watched it, he shouts, in Chinese or Cantonese or whatever the language is, but he's shouting and then he's shouting at them, and then he goes, "Cocksucker!" It was so funny to me. It was like so hilarious. Like, it was just funny. But when I watched it, I didn't think it was such an intentional thing until like maybe 2 years ago when I was watching the behind the scenes, like of the making of Revolver. And there's a footage of Guy Ritchie giving that direction to the actor who plays Lord John. And that's another thing, like for a director to have a specific thing, like it's like he knew that it was going to be funny in the midst of all that's happening within that scene. So it's a very specific moment, like it's in terms of like, comedic timing and direction and everything. And he is like, say this. And then the actor says that, and it's hilarious, like it kills me. Amongst many other things in the film that, crack me up, obviously. Sorry guys, I'm gonna jump back into this. But yeah, Revolver changed my life. Amazing film. It is one of the films that I quoted as one of the films that made me want to make movies. It's not the only, but it's one of. Probably if you watch my movies in the future when I start making movies, I'm not saying they're gonna be like Revolver, but they're gonna be heavily influenced by Revolver. It's a very influential movie in my life as a human being, just not as a filmmaker, but also definitely as a filmmaker and a fan of film. I cannot even begin to explain how much that film means to me. But it's a fantastic, damn near flawless film. Anyways, yeah, next question. Back into it. I get PTSD. I was like, I shy. I get PTSD. Todos.
Okay, cool.
But no, not todos. Definitely. I'm sorry it has to be a South African film. It's just, it stays on the top of my mind, this film, because it really hurt me. Love Lives Here. I never reviewed Love Lives Here. If you want to know why I never reviewed it, it's because I don't hate the film as far as premise, plot. I hate the film when it comes to like writing. It's a very creepy film. It's a film that I feel like, when people say this is a dangerous film, I feel like Love Lives Here is a very dangerous film. Maybe one day I'll do a solo podcast where I just go, actually probably not even solo, because we watched it and we went to go watch it. And it was just like, I've never been so uncomfortable watching a movie, for a bunch of reasons. But it's not a good film, and Nakona, not as far as entertainment value, just as far as what the film is and what it's doing and what it's portraying on screen. I don't think, and I've seen more than one of those types of films, especially common culprit is South African filmmakers. But yeah, it's on Showmax. Go watch it. You know, let me know what you think about it. If you want me to make a video elaborating on why I wish it was never made, I will. Yeah. I have a lot of those movies. I just can't think of any at the moment. Oh yeah. So it might not just be plot alone. Maybe plot. It may be story, because story isn't necessarily plot. Maybe plot and story. Maybe it may be just be like, what does the movie even say? Because sometimes the plot is pretty clear. But Lighthouse, I don't want to lie to you guys here. You know when you watch a movie, you're like, wow, you're blown away, and you're like, I like this. But I don't really know what the fuck is going on here. Yeah, there are a lot of those films where you're like, I enjoy this movie. I love a lot of things about it. I enjoyed watching it. But like, I couldn't fully tell you what the film is about if you were to ask me. So it's definitely Lighthouse. Another one would be The Green Knight. I watched it early this year 2022. It was the first movie we watched, I think, or second. Have no idea what's going on. I get the plot, but I've so many question marks and so many questions like, okay, why this, why that, why that, why that? But fortunately enough for the movie, those questions don't hinder me from actually still enjoying just the spectacle of it and the other things. Yeah. Back to. Okay.
Nana, it's one question but divided into two parts. The question is a movie that you want everyone to watch. So the first option has to be South African, and then the other will be just the way it's movie that you like everyone has to watch this movie. Just two movies excluding the movie.
South African movie that I want everyone to watch is Can Only Be On. I was gonna say Knuckle City, but I'm not gonna say Knuckle City because it's more likely to be watched by a lot of people than the other ones. So I'll say maybe Mayfair. Knuckle City just because it's already popular. There's no need for me to say that. Mayfair. Watch Mayfair on Showmax. And then international film Victoria came out in 2015. Movie that I think is overrated. A lot of films by Wes Anderson. Not a lot, a few. Logan. I don't even think Logan is overrated. I think Logan is a bad movie, flat out. It's one thing to say something's overrated. I think Logan is just a bad film. And then, Drive, overrated. No more. They're nice, nice.
The last question would be, why would you tell someone who doesn't watch movies to watch movies?
How long until I can drink?
Like 2 minutes. Do you want it? Or you want to drink it?
I did it, guys. 2 minutes. I'm gonna go for 2 minutes without drinking anything. Oh man, I think I probably answered this question on the Real Recognize Real podcast, one of the episodes. Can't remember which one. However, a movie that I'd say, the reason why I'd say watch film and cinema, I have a lot of reasons. One of them is they're fucking nice. Movies are so they're so nice, and there's a movie for everyone. Movies are so nice, there's a movie for everyone. I don't think I can talk. Movies are so nice, there's a movie for everyone. Whether you like sad films like music, whether you like sad films, goofy, funny films that have nothing to them, deep films. My head is spinning, guys. I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. I'm gonna talk once my 2 minutes is over, guys. I'm dying. Ooh. Let's try this out. Nope, doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. Yo guys, I'm dying. Really? Why? They're saying I must start with milk. I must say though, the peanut butter doesn't help, but man, it tastes so good. It tastes so delicious. I don't even like peanut butter, but right now it tastes amazing. Yo guys. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, this tastes so nice. Oh, guys. It's like it must keep on having the milk, because when it comes back. Pain. I have a head high, guys. Yo, sorry, guys. The milk helps in the moment. Then when it comes back, it's like I'm dying, guys. You. No. Yo guys. Ngafa. Oh, ngafa guys. Ngafela ubala. Hey, ngafela ubala. Oh guys, I made it though. I can definitely make it on hard ones. Do you think they have anything that's hard? Actually, they do. This is 13,000 Scoville. They said when I googled it. They said it's 13,000. On hot ones, it goes way higher than that. I think after like the third or fourth sauce, it starts going crazy. I'm certain I can. But anyway, why movies? I love movies, and the reason why I think you should watch movies is movies are a lot of things. Movies are nice, they're enjoyable. There's a movie for everybody. Like I said, you could just live your whole life watching goofy movies, just Adam Sandler type films with not much beyond the surface to offer except for what they're already offering you. You can live your whole life just watching blockbuster films if that's what you like. You can live your whole life watching crime thrillers, mystery films, art house films, fancy, dancy, artsy, fartsy films. You can live your whole life watching mind-twisting, mind-bending, cinematic labyrinth films. You can watch your whole life just watching, films about the mundane, the day-to-days of life, where nothing eventful is happening. We're just following this one character, and they're just living their life and going across and coming, across every obstacle they come into, throughout their lives. Whether you wanted to go buy smooth peanut butter and you got crunchy peanut butter instead at the store, or whatever, and that in itself, you can make a song about so many things, anything, but you can barely make a song or an album or a whole book about a guy who just wants to make some tea. And it's the most entertaining thing ever. A guy just trying to make tea and he realizes, fuck, I don't have water, or I don't have the tea that I like, or I don't have sugar if I put sugar in my tea, or I don't have milk if I put milk in my tea. Literally, by the way, there is a short film that follows this guy who just wants to make some tea, and then he realizes he doesn't have milk. It's part of the 48-hour film project from 2019 when I entered the 48-hour film project. I don't know whether it's on their site, but yeah, it's one of the most engaging pieces of cinema I've ever watched in my whole life. But that's the point that I'm trying to get to, film is an exploration of being human. So is almost every piece of art. It's just that with film, there is just so much to do that you can do, and freedom and endless possibilities, and you have so many tools to your disposal. You can make a film in one room, you can make a film that takes place in 7 different locations in the whole world. It's the quintessential art form, I usually say. It's the art form where in one scene you can have all other art forms that you love in one shot. You can have a person dancing while singing, while another one is singing, with a frame of a painting behind them, and where you have all these different types of arts: visual art, performance art, music, and all these things. And these two people are shouting at each other. All that can happen in a scene, and I love that. If you know me, I'm a fan of hip hop, and the basis of hip hop is sampling. Hip hop came from that. Hip hop is a very take this and take that and take this and take that and make this. So I think for me that is one of the many 1,000 reasons why I'm drawn to cinema and I'm drawn to film, and I love every type of film. But film is the only art form that can do it. Music can't do that. You can have an audio recording of a scene in a song, but you can't have all these different art forms exist within themselves, like in their true form. You can have a picture, like you can have everything in a film, And for me, it's like, why not? Why not indulge in this thing that teaches you how to be a better person? If you don't like reading, because we don't all like reading. I do, by the way, I'm joking, but we don't all like reading, and now more than ever, a lot of people find it more difficult to read, the time to read, etc. But a film is one thing you can sit down, put on, and lay back, and literally be transported into another world. It's how I used to get away from my troubles, it's how I used to get away from my problems, and it's how I still still my form of therapy even up until this day. It's how I still do that. And I believe a lot of people, if they were to open themselves up to films, and not just films, but motion pictures in general, so this includes television, even music videos, but like as far as narratively, I'd say television and film. If a lot of people to open themselves up and actually immerse themselves in the world of that, not to just watch as fodder. You can do that also. See, that's the freedom of film, is you can watch something just as like, just how the same way you gobble down popcorn. Bottom line, much like every other art form, it teaches us to be better people, and it teaches us to deal with existence, which is not easy. But also, what makes it superior to all the other forms of art forms is the fact that it's the quintessential art form that marries all of them together and can have all of them coexist without either one of them being compromised. But also the very, very easy and simple and straightforward answer is because they're fucking nice. That's why you should watch movies. They're really fucking nice. They're dope. You're gonna find something you like. You may like how this looks. You may like how the song was used there. You may like how that sounds. You may like a performance by a person. They're nice. Movies are nice. That's just the bottom line, and that's what I'd say. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. If it's your first time, subscribe. If it's not, like the video, share it. Leave a comment down below. Can you do this? Do you think you can do this? Also, please drop your questions down below for a potential get to know me video, which I will not be eating this on that video, I'm sorry. But it will be a more extensive, more open video where you get to know more about me and the type of person I am, etc., etc. Any questions you've ever had, nothing crass, guys. Like I always say, keep it classy, not crassy. Any questions, any question you've ever had, as long as it's not an invasive question or an offensive, an outright offensive question. By the way, when I say offensive, I don't mean subjective offensive, I just mean very clearly offensive. But apart from that, drop them down below. Don't forget to follow me at Evil Ewanakne. That's EVILEWANAQN on Twitter, and Manawa Live on Instagram and almost every other platform if I have any other platform. Evil Ewanak is Manawa Live, but from the back. That's what it basically is. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. I know I've said that 1,000 times. Stay tuned for another video. I'll see, maybe I'll do some reviews. I don't know. This year I'm taking it light, I'm taking it easy. Yeah, guys, this was fun, but it was painful at the same time. Yeah. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh, listen to the music that comes on at the end of the videos. I keep on telling you guys this. At the end of the video right now, there's gonna be a song that's gonna come in. It's a nice song. Maybe it has already been released, maybe it hasn't. Doesn't matter. What matters is you listen to the song, and you will see in the credits I said who the song is by. So if it's not out, go follow that page and wait for their music. If it is out, just go to Spotify and search the song and you'll find it and you can listen to it. The link is down below in the description, so you can always click there if you want to go to the video. Yeah, guys, that's basically about it. If you have any nice music that you think, you have nice music that you'd like to send to me, that you want me to feature in your video, please send the song and the instrumental ideally, and then bye.